CTV News with Canada's most trusted Methuselah.
Good evening, I'm Lloyd Robertson. Our top story, Prime Minister Chrétien is in China leading the largest trade mission since the last trade mission. He joins me now. Hello, Mr. Chrétien.
Hello, Lloyd. Or as they say here in China, hello, Lloyd.
How has your trip gone thus far?
Pretty good, like.
There's obviously a delay in the transmission.
No, I'm just fooling with you, Lloyd. Pretty funny for a prime minister's, eh?
No. Prime Minister, do you find China to be a totally different experience than Canada?
Well, not really. It is just like Vancouver, but without the rain and Starbucks.
How important is this trip?
It is very important. I went through every intensive preparation before I come to China.
What did you do?
I watched Crunching Tiger, Hidden Drag Queen 4 times.
Accompanying you on this trip are the provincial premiers.
Yeah, but I got some bad news on that account, Lloyd.
What news is that?
I am bring them back.
Too bad. Prime Minister, how have you found the Chinese people?
Oh, it's pretty easy, like. You just goes outside and they are everywhere.
Prime Minister, I understand a new year has begun, the year of the snake?
Yeah, when I hear that, I say to Bouchard, hey, Lucy, they got the whole year to celebrate you.
I'm surprised Monsieur Bouchard joined this mission.
A separatist turning down a free trip paid for with federal money? Get real, Lloyd.
When you brought up the issue of political prisoners, what was the Chinese premier's reaction?
He does not care who he has in our prison.
They're political prisoners. Anyone who speaks out against the government there is put in prison.
What a great idea. I could have Stockwell Day incinerated.
Mr. Prime Minister, what do you feel about the Chinese government imprisoning innocent people for simply practicing Falun Gong, the art of exercise and meditation?
Well, you know, Lloyd, you should not impregnate any artist, whether they practice phallic dong or paint by number.
Last question, sir. When do you return home to Canada?
Well, as you know, China is in a different time zone, just like Robert Downey Jr. But China is about 16 hours ahead of Ottawa, so I figure if we fly tomorrow, we will be home yesterday.
I'm Lloyd Robertson, and I can't believe that's the kind of day it's been.
He's the newly elected leader of Israel, a man not without controversy. A man in the center of a 2,000-year conflict. But what do we really know about this man who has been thrust upon the world stage? It's all on this new CD. Sharon, Lois, and Bram.
Skinnamarink-a-dinky-dink, skinnamarink-oy-vey, I love you.
Sharon, Lois, and Bram. They're bringing a whole new tune to Middle East politics.
The itsy-bitsy youngster went up the water spout.
Down came the soldiers and washed poor Yasser out.
This fabulous CD has all the latest hits of Sharon, Lois, and Bram. Old McBluckstein had some land. Living La Vida Matzo. My Sharon in the Gaza de Vida. Yes, sir, that's my West Band. Peace Process, and this classic.
Twinkle, twinkle, PLO.
Now I'll tell you where to go.
It's a priceless CD featuring Israel's favorite hardliner. Get it now. You may not be around long.
I love you on the West Bank. I love you from afar. I can't see you tonight because someone blew up my car. So, skinnamarink-a-dink-a-dink, I love you.
Sports Central, with two guys that are just happy to be on TV.
Hi, everybody. I'm the clean-cut Keen Sportsnet guy.
But I'm the other clean-cut Keen Sportsnet guy, and we're
Just happy to be on TV. Okay, we've got a full set of games, more scoring than a Madonna sleepover.
Oh, you're good.
No, you're good.
No, you're good.
I know. Okay, hockey, big night for Mario.
Let's look at the highlights.
He popped one in there.
He buzzed the twine.
Lit the lamp.
Got the marker.
Rang it off the post.
Went to the top shelf where they keep the peanut butter.
Well, I'm out of cliches.
Me too. But it doesn't matter because we're just
happy to be on TV. That game ended in a tie.
Well, I like that tie better than the one you're wearing.
Hey, funny, non-threatening joke to show male bonding with no implied hint of homosexuality.
Fake laughter.
More fake laughter. You're good.
No, you're good.
All right, I am good. Just kidding. Okay, basketball. Vince Carter had more baskets than a Ukrainian picnic.
Oh, you're good.
No, you're good.
Oh, shut up. Let's look at the highlights.
Let's not and keep the camera on us.
Next up, XFL. Mediocre football with cheerleading strippers.
There's football?
Funny. Let's see the highlights.
Pretty exciting game.
Works for me.
Me too.
And that's all for Sportsnet.
I'm the clean-cut, keen Sportsnet guy.
And I'm the other clean-cut, keen Sportsnet guy saying...
I have no life.
And I have no life.
But it doesn't matter because we're
just happy to be on TV.
News from away with your hosts, Jimmy and Seamus O'Toole. Brought to you by Mennonite Speed Stick. Feel confident whether you're raising ye old barn or ye old arm.
How's she going, my trout?
Our top story, Canadian Pacific is splitting into 5 separate companies.
Officials hope all 5 companies are up and running by June 1st, so Jerry Schwartz can take them over by June 2nd.
Canada's trade mission to China is a huge success. However, it got off to a shaky start when Mike Harris showed up with his girlfriend. Members of the mission were confused. They couldn't tell if they were in the Orient or on Temptation Island.
In Prince Edward Island, nearly 135 million kilograms of potatoes were destroyed because warts were found in one crop. To prevent a recurrence of this wart blight, farmers have started using compound spuds. The internet company Napster, which provides free music, may be shut down by the court. No more free music from the net.
In a totally unrelated story, we wish to announce the opening of our new internet website, www.jimmyandseamus'sfreesquidjigginmusic.com.
There's a major trade dispute between Canada and Brazil.
There isn't.
There is.
A trade war?
Yes, boy.
No.
Yes.
With Brazil?
Yes.
The one in South America?
In South America.
No.
Yes.
Where the nuts come from?
Yes, boy.
I like them nuts.
You don't?
Yes, boy.
No.
Yes, I eat them when I watch the hockey.
Oh. How did the Leafs do last game?
They lost.
They did.
Yeah.
Well, son of a gun. Elsewhere, there is good news from the world of television commercials today. During the filming of a new ad, a Mazda SUV skidded off the road and ran over the Zoom Zoom Kid.
An Ontario court ruled a company must pay an employee $300,000 after she got drunk at an office party and crashed her car on the way home. Fearing a repetition of such an event, the company has come up with a solution. On the day before the next party, the entire staff will be fired.
Scientists have finally finished their mapping of the genome. Here is Seamus with his commentary.
What the hell's a genome?
Good commentary, Seamus.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Elton John is planning a duet with controversial rap singer Eminem at this year's Grammy Award show. The pair is going to sing Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, I'm Going to Shoot My Mother.
The marriage woes continue for Tom Cruise. Today, the actor was dealt a major blow. A judge awarded Nicole Kidman custody of the couple's mirrors.
With the success of Survivor 2, producers are planning a new show, Facts of Life Survivor. The cast of the 80s sitcom The Facts of Life are put on an island, and whoever is not eaten by Mindy Cohn wins $1 million. And now it's time for news from away, Point Counterpoint. Seamus and I will now take opposing sides on a controversial issue. Tonight's subject, the U.S. will increase spending on its Star Wars defense system.
I think it's a good thing.
I think it's a bad thing.
Yeah, you're right.
And that's the news from away for tonight. Bye for now.
The most important thing to remember when hiking is that it's like stepping back in time. Just you against nature, trying to survive in the unforgiving wilderness the same way your ancestors did hundreds of years before. So don't forget to take your cell phone with you. Any questions?
Okay, like we're going hiking through the forest, like, so what happens if you get attacked by a cougar?
Well, you can relax. Wild animal attacks are very rare. In fact, we haven't had one all week.
But what happens if a cougar does attack?
The key is to remain calm. The first thing you do when you see a cougar is... Ah! And then you go...
And the noise will scare the cougar off.
Not really, no. Most cougars are hard of hearing, but they won't attack you if they think you're insane.
What about grizzly bear attacks?
Simple. Make sure you drink lots of coffee. Bears hate coffee.
You're kidding, right?
Actually, I am. If a bear comes at you, you're toast. Finito, done like dinner, hiker kibble. So what do you say, ready to hit the trail?
I'm not sure I want to go.
Believe me, there's absolutely nothing to worry about. As long as you stay on the main path, chances are you won't even step in a leg trap.
Leg trap?
Look, if you are confronted by a wild animal, simply strike it firmly on the snout like so.
Okay, but how do I punch it if a bear is snacking on my arm?
Oh, it's completely cool. I once had my head in a bear's mouth.
Good heavens. What did you do?
Well, I kneed it in the groin like this. Wild animals don't feel hungry when they've had a good shot in the cojones.
I'm not so sure.
I will prove to you how easy it is to defend yourself. Pretend you're a grizzly bear and come at me.
Well, I don't think I can...
Come on, and growl.
Rawr.
Louder, come on, and put your claws up.
Rawr.
Come at me, come on. Here you come. Come at me. Hello. What you have just seen is a dramatization. We must stop the grizzly bear hunt in British Columbia. It is cruel and inhumane.
This has been a message from Bears Unlimited. Bears are people too.
Critic at Large with Gilbert Smythe Bixby.
I'm so good there should be two of me to bask in my ambience. Well, we're in the middle of the February blahs, or as I like to think of it, the feel-good month of the year. In an attempt to prove how pathetic and puerile the past year has been, the Oscar nominations have escaped. Let's take a look. Best Actor in a Leading Role. From the film Before Night Falls, Javier Bardem. Javier Bardem, what is that, an actor or a Caribbean resort? And then there's Russell Crowe. He redefines the term one-dimensional acting. This guy shows less emotion than Clint Eastwood on Valium. A lot of people like Tom Hanks. Castaway delivered a multifaceted character who touched our hearts and made us feel the same angst he did. Unfortunately, Wilson the volleyball was not nominated. Ed Harris. He plays a burned-out, alienated, depressed drunk with marital problems. Well, he certainly got my vote. And let's not forget Jeffrey Rush in Quills. A fine, sensitive, understated, stunning portrayal. Oh, wait, I'm wrong. I'm thinking about Mel Gibson in Chicken Run. All right, that brings us to our next category. Best Actress in a Leading Role. Joan Allen. Too skinny. Juliette Binoche. Too French. Ellen Burstyn. Too old. Well, that brings us to Laura Linney. Methinks Miss Linney is not going to winnie. Oh, and I almost forgot Julia Roberts. Hello, I can't act, but look at my cleavage. What a bunch of losers. I have not seen such a pathetic collection of untalented females since, oh, I don't know, since I watched the Women's Television Network. Codename Alternate Lifestyle Sapphos Are Us. A self-indulgent group of scrotally challenged underperformers with 5 o'clock shadows whose only contribution to humanity is emasculating anyone who can pass water standing up. WTN. Whiners talking about nothing. And I'm not just saying that because 4 of my ex-wives are WTN executives there. But I digress. That brings us to Best Picture, the most important category next to Best Sound Editing in a foreign animated short. One of the year's most talked about films is Chocolat. This movie give moi le diabetes. Also up for the Oscar, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Total Crap. Another nomination for Best Picture, Erin Brockovich. 2 words, bring me the barf bag. And who could forget what I could? And finally, Traffic. I liked this movie about as much as having a Brazilian bikini wax. So who should win this year's Oscars? Nobody. And that's how I see the 73rd Academy Award nominations. I'm smarter than you. I'm Gilbert Smythe. Bite me.
Oh, I'm taking my prejudice from you judges tonight.
Hey, how are you? I'm Ralph Klein. Can I count on your vote? You have a nice day, whatever.
Ralph, you sly old prairie dog. It's me, Joe Clark. What have you been up to? I haven't seen you in ages.
No comprendo, senor, per favor, arriba.
Quit kidding, Ralph. What are you doing in Calgary?
Well, I'm campaigning for the election.
What? Kretschak called another one? I thought the last one was too soon.
The Alberta provincial election. I just called it.
Well, then this is your lucky day, Ralphie boy. I'm the perfect person to manage your campaign after my own resounding victory last fall.
Joe, you won 12 seats.
Yes, there's no stopping the Joe Clark juggernaut now. Today, Calgary. Tomorrow, Lethbridge.
Joe, I am doing okay without your help.
Look, Ralph, you're going to need a catchy slogan for your campaign. I've got it. Vote Conservative, where the C stands for integrity.
I can't believe we're in the same party. Look, Joe, I'm on the top of my game. I'm king of the world. You can't name one thing wrong with Alberta.
Stockwell Day lives here.
Joe, taking political advice from you is like the Food Network taking cooking advice from Hannibal Lecter.
Well, look at the facts, fat boy. I am the leader of a respected national party, while you, on the other hand, are a pickled slob. I, sir, am a proud, passionate Canadian.
Oh, so am I.
The only Canadian yards that in comes in a case of 24.
Nobody loves this country more than I do.
No way.
Yes way.
All right. $5 says you don't even know the words to "Oh Canada."
You're on. Oh, Canada, our native home, come and true patriot sons and love in thy true land.
That's quite enough. I didn't think you knew it.
It's time for Canada's favorite game show. Name That Virus, brought to you by Health Canada. If it's virulent, chances are we don't know what it is. Now, here's your host, Morton C. Cranberry.
Hello and welcome to Name That Virus, the game show where contestants try to identify our mystery virus. Let's meet today's players.
He's a domestic engineer who enjoys cooking, cleaning, and disinfecting porcelain fixtures. And she doesn't. From Prince Edward Island, welcome Tony. From Winnipeg, welcome Terry.
It's a real pleasure to be on the show, Morton.
Like I give a rat's butt.
Hello, Morton. Did I lose yet?
Judges? Not yet, Terry. All right, let's meet our virus. He joins us live via satellite from a containment box held up at U.S. Customs.
Hey, Morton, what's up?
All right, let's begin the game with Tony.
Virus, do you originate on a continent that begins and ends with the letter A?
Does that include Europe?
No.
Then yeah.
Are you commonly found growing on something green on the back of a refrigerator?
Oh, stop. You're making me hungry.
Virus, are you found in hamburgers?
No.
Good.
Virus, would you be found living in Howard Stern's pants?
Okay, I'm going to go out on a limb on this one. Are you botulism? Darn, I was hoping for botulism.
Virus, are you contagious?
No, we're Presbyterian.
Are you crabs?
All right, contestants, let me give you a hint. Our virus is hemorrhagic and...
Oh, for crying out loud, use a Kleenex. You're making me sick.
All right, that sound means we're almost out of time. One last chance for our contestants. Tony, can you name that virus?
I haven't got a clue.
Oh, I know that, but can you name that virus?
Bubonic plague.
Oh, I wish.
Well, since neither of our contestants could identify our mystery virus, that means they're both winners. Yes, Tony and Terry will receive high-paying jobs with Health Canada. See you next time on
Name That Virus!